So in a ladder, we've got two exercises, squats and push-ups. If push-ups don't work for you, you can do overhead presses with weights, which is totally fine. You would do double arm overhead presses. So this is how it works. Squats, you do 10. Push-ups, you do 1. Squats, you do 9. Push-ups, you do 2. But we're gonna make our way all the way through. So 10 squats, 1 push-up, all the way until we get to 10 push-ups and 1 squat. That's the ladder, okay? So yes, you can follow me or go at your own pace. Just make sure you are counting. I'm not gonna use any weights. I'm just gonna go body weight for everything, okay? When you're ready, let's begin. 10 squats, 1 push-up. 9, 10, 1 push-up. All right, 9 squats. 8, 9, 2 push-ups or overhead presses. 1, 2, 8 and 3. 7, 8. 3 push-ups. 1, 2, 3. All right, 7 and 4. 6 and 7, 4 push-ups. 6 and 5, all right. Working it down that ladder, here we go. 5 and 6, 5 push-ups. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 6. 4, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Good. 6 push-ups. 4 and 7. 7 push-ups. 3 and 8. Oh, mama, all right. 2 and 9. Getting pretty deep in my squat range just because there's so few. Whew. Take your time now. Don't try to stay with me if I'm going too fast, too slow, whatever. Just do your own thing. You got 9 push-ups. Switching to tabletop or elevated as needed. All right. All right, this is it, 1 and 10. One amazing squat. And you have to think, this is your rest from the push-up, so you don't want to rush, right? Want to make it last. All right, very good. Okay, now take your time. You don't have to go right into it. If you need a second, you got to wrap it up with 10 push-ups or your overhead presses. Squeeze the legs in the core. All right, good. Coming right into child's pose from those push-ups. Reaching out, the palms, fingertips away from you. Scooting them as high up to the top of the mat as you can to lengthen the sides of the body. Breathing into the back of the body. Nice. Walk your right hand to the right side of your mat. You're going to place your left palm over the top of your right hand and move your head as well to adjust into this lateral bend of the spine. So we got a closing off of the right side body and an opening and lengthening of the left side body. And then find the breath. Bringing the breath back in and out through the nose, directing it into the low belly, and into the back. And walk the left palm over to the left, opposite lateral bend. You might feel more compression on the left hip. Breathe into that. Nice, coming back through center and into tabletop. You can cross the legs behind you to come into a seated position. And we'll stack the shin bones like so. So I just have a very loose, not even cross leg, just stacked position for my, wow, my feet are really dirty. I wore sandals for the first time yesterday and yikes. And then from here, we're simply going to fold forward from this position, okay? We're just gonna fold forward from the hips. Now, if your right leg is the leg in front, then most likely you're gonna feel a stretch through the outside of that leg, into the upper outer hip here, yeah. And you might feel it other places as well. Try to relax the upper body as much as you can. If you feel safe doing so, completely relax your head. So now if you relax your head all the way, most likely you're kind of staring at your belly. Let your head be this anchor that's sinking to the floor. Can you relax your shoulder blades? Relax your shoulders. If they drift towards your ears, that's okay. Attempting to be as passive as you can. Just releasing the effort, the gripping around the joints, softening the muscles. Nice. Pressing up slowly using your hands. Head is the last to lift. And switch legs. So now for me, my left leg is going to be in front. So this is going to get me a stretch through the outside of my left hip and thigh. And just forward fold. You might find one side you are more or less constricted, and that is very normal. We are not symmetrical beings, right? And just see what happens if you invite the discomfort into your space, right? A lot of times we feel discomfort, we want to push it away, we want to reject it. What happens if we invite that sensation in? Good. Pressing up through the hands, nice and slow. Legs will extend out in front. We'll come into a twist, bringing the right foot to the outside of the left knee. We're gonna hug the right knee. If you want to bring your elbow to the outside of that thigh, if that's available to you, please do that, that's fine. If that is not available to you, then just hug that knee, twisting and revolving around your midline, the line that goes from the top of the head down through the perineum, rooting down into the floor. Relaxing the shoulders, easy gaze. So there's no need to try to crank the neck around. Just allow the gaze and the neck to kind of go where it would naturally go, right? The neck is part of your spine, so that spiraling of your spine will just kind of naturally bring it where it wants to go. Inhales, lengthen. Exhales, deepen the twist. Nice, moving slowly through center, brief counter twist before we rearrange the legs, just a brief opening up to the opposite side, and then moving through center to switch legs and coming into second side. Good. Making sure that the leg that's straight is actually straight. A lot of times it kind of gets swung over to the side. Just being mindful of that alignment. Again, it's not the end of the world. Just little things to enhance your experience within these postures and stretches. Lengthening, lengthening. And as you exhale, exhale completely, drawing the belly in and up, getting rid of all of the air as you twist. Nice, and coming back through center, brief counter twist, very brief. Might get a crack. I didn't get one that time, that's okay. And then our final stretch, we're gonna come into a wide V position with the legs. Yep, and then we're just gonna forward fold from here. So we'll be getting hamstring and inner thigh and groin for most of us. You can keep a little activity in the ankles if you'd like. I keep my ankles a little bit flexed. I don't know, I find it to be a little more comfortable there. But if you want to completely relax your legs, you can certainly try that as well. I'm working more to relax my upper body and really release my head and my neck. Noticing if your breath has returned to a normal, natural rhythm. Picturing that kind of bell curve of energy that we've just expended, right? We started in this place and then we cranked up the heat, we cranked up the effort, and then we've come back down to this neutral point. Pressing up through the hands to rise. Beautiful. All right, that was awesome.